Hello everyone, it's eviaria here and welcome back. We're here with another speed build, as I'm sure you can see. So this is a house for my Not So Very challenge that I'm doing like in my personal gameplay, but I'm planning on actually making an LP on my channel as soon as I get like the next generation up and ready. So I am on, if you didn't watch the current household video that I posted, I am doing the Not So Very challenge. I started in like February, I think, maybe a little before that. But I'm on almost Gen 8 now, which is super exciting. So right now I'm currently on Gen 7, which is the pink generation. And then I'm hoping to do an LP of Gen 8, which is the peach generation. So this is a house for my peach generation. In case you don't know about the Not So Berry Challenge, which I'm sure nobody watching doesn't know what it is, but if you don't know what it is, it's basically just a challenge that lets you get to know, like, gets you familiar with different parts of the game that you don't normally play, or that most people don't normally play. So, I have loved playing this challenge. I have had so much fun with it, and I've gotten to experience so many different things that, like, I'm not used to experiencing, which has been so fun, and I'm so excited for Generation 8 because that's the generation that focuses on the detective career from Get to Work, which I have never played with ever in my life, and I didn't really, like, plan on playing ever. But now I'm doing this challenge and I'm really excited about it. So I can't wait. And the peach generation, so the requirements for the peach generation, I don't know all of them off the top of my head. I can look them up. But one of them is to live in a different world than the one you grew up in. And so my Sims for the pink generation are currently living in Brindleton Bay. So I'm moving my sim, her name's Rosie. She's gonna go by Rose now that she's older. But she's gonna be my peach generation heir. And so she is living in Brindleton Bay with her family, and when she's a young adult, I'm gonna have her move here to to Oasis Springs. So I'm really excited. I'm building this like contemporary-ish modern house. Which I have done very, very few of. Like, normally if I'm going to build in The Sims, it's going to be like a little family home with, that's like nice and cute and usually like craftsman style or something along those lines. But this is more contemporary. Here's me like pulling out all the like semi-peach wallpapers. Yeah, and I went with that one. There aren't any, like, when you filter by color, the tags, like, you know, they only have, like, pink, red, orange, so this generation is irritating me already because none of the shades of, like, peach, quote, peach, are the same, so it's really been bothering me a lot. Like, this house was so frustrating to me, and because, like, all of the shades were different, and, like, so close. Like, obviously it's okay if the shades are different, but they were just so close and they didn't match that it was very annoying to me. So I'll get over it, I'm sure. But like right now, Rose, she is wearing like kind of peachish clothes. I tried to do like more salmon-y color than like pink because her mom is the pink generation. And so to have peach right after pink, like, they're so similar, and especially in the game, like, they don't have very many, like, what I would consider to be peach-colored things. So to, like, I'm doing, like, salmon-y colors with her. Here's me, like, pulling out, you'll see me doing this a lot, like, going through every single item and looking for, like, peachish swatches. And then I choose the best one, and I move on with my day. So this is a challenge, this house, not only because it's like the colors, but because it's like a more contemporary style, which I just am not used to, but I'm excited to live in it. I like the open concept. I think that's really fun. This house is a little bit small though, and like as I've mentioned before, I really like working with, like, not working, playing with families. Like in The Sims, I like to have kids, but I feel like Rose isn't really the kind of sim to do that. Oh, I forgot. I pulled up all of the requirements for her generation, and I didn't even tell them to you. So the Peach generation has to be in the detective career, but they want to be like a joke star at like by day they're a detective, by night they're a joke star, comedian. And so the rules for this generation, she has to marry a coworker, she has to play an instrument, she has to master the gourmet cookings and comedy skills, has to master the detective career, and must live in a different world than he or she was raised. Um, so we're starting off with living in Oasis Springs, which is different than Brindleton Bay, obviously. This is like the only world that I haven't really experienced since the release of Seasons, like in my personal gameplay and then in my LPs and stuff. I have lived in all the other worlds, or at least like gone to them, but Oasis Springs I've kind of avoided because my favorite season is winter, and I just kind of assumed that there like wouldn't really be a winter in Oasis Springs because it's a desert. So I just kind of assumed there wouldn't really be snow, anything, anywhere, or anything like that. So I'm excited to live here, but also we might end up moving if I don't like it. Plus, like I mentioned, this house is really small. You'll see in a second. Upstairs, there's only 2 bedrooms, which, is too small for any family. Not any family. Like, it's good for, like, a small family, but that's boring to me. Like when I had to play, I think it was the Rose generation and they could only have 1 kid, I was like, this is the worst thing. I'm miserable. This is horrible. So I don't know, but like I was saying, like Rose also doesn't really seem like a big family person. Like I think obviously she has to have a kid, but I don't know if she'll really want to have a lot of kids. She's lazy and she like doesn't really love like being with her family, and so I don't know that she would really like want a family of her own. So I guess we'll see like how that plays out, but I'm very interested to see like how she turns out. And also if you have any ideas for like where I can find like good peach colored hair. I looked on Tumblr and there are like some like Lil Simsy, obviously she created this challenge, so on her custom content finds page, she has a not so berry tag, and I like went through it and like looked for some of the hairs and like the swatches for a lot of the not so like the quote unquote not so berry colored hairs didn't really match like the peaches that I had in the game, and it was really bothering me a lot. So if you've done the Not So Berry challenge and have gotten through the peach generation, let me know like what custom content you used, or like what did you do for their hair. Like right now Rose's hair is just her natural brown color because I don't have any peach colored hair that doesn't like bother me to bits. So let me know in the comments like what you have done if you've done this challenge before, or like if you've done this challenge like and haven't really changed their hair colors, because I've seen a couple people do it. Like Lil Simsy, when she does it, she just like goes all out, and like every single child from the generation, the upcoming generation is that color. So like she did like her yellow generation, and then her yellow generation had the gray generation kids, and all of the gray generation kids were gray. Whereas, like, when I played, I've only done, like, one of the kids was, like, that color, and then the other kids are just kind of, like, normal. um, and so I'm interested to see, like, how many people do that, or, like, do you go all out? Do you go, like, you know what I mean? Like, there's so many different ways to play it, and I think that's why I like the challenge so much, because it's so open-ended. I'm gonna get sick of this peach color though. Like, let me tell you, I'm already sick of it because all the walls are the same and there's only so many. Like, I couldn't find a couch really that suited it, so I gave them like a gray couch. And see, this is the upstairs. This is what I was talking about. It's just really small and there's not a lot of room. Like, if we had more than 1 kid, even if we have twins, like that far bedroom right there is so small that we couldn't really fit more than 1 bed. So if she ends up having twins, we're gonna have to move already after like not living in this house for very long, which is really sad because I think that it turned out okay. It turned out a lot better than I was expecting it to. It's still not my favorite, But I just don't really like modern contemporary houses anyway. Like I was saying, I like the cute little suburban houses, like houses like French provincial, I think is like the um like style that we consider like suburban-y. Um if I might be totally wrong. I'm making that up, but I think that that's the case. But this like contemporary style, even modern, I don't really love. So I'm sure I'll like living in it, but we might end up moving anyway, and then I'll do another speed build, and it'll be great. Um, my game is also having a bunch of like really weird glitches that like with the eaves you can kind of see it in this video I'm like pointing to, like you can see, but like on the far left side where the eave is, you can see how it's kind of like patchy right there along the edges. And in my seasons LP I like went to decorate the eaves with the little decoration box that came with seasons, and it was like super patchy along the eaves and everything else was decorating fine, but the eaves were being all weird. And so then I tried to build in this video and the eaves were being weird again. You'll see like right at the end I like have to take the roof off and put it back on because it was looking really patchy and weird. And so I'm just having like a bunch of glitches in my game, which is a little bit frustrating. Like as soon as I decide to like start making YouTube videos, my game gets all like freaky and weird, and it's never been that way before. Here I am making the little green room. The next generation is green. Tried to use the My First Pet stuff. I'm trying to use it. I think it's cute sometimes. Not all the time, but it's okay. And then I think the house is almost done. Yeah, we've only got a couple more minutes. So yeah, keep your eyes open for my new Not So Berry LP coming soon. I'm not sure when I'll start it, but I'm sure it'll be soon-ish. Maybe within the next week and a half. I don't know. But keep your eyes peeled for it. And I think it's time for me to go now. Yeah, I'm gonna let you go. There'll be some screenshots. It'll be super cute. But thank you so much for watching this video. Comment down below your thoughts on this house and your thoughts on the Not So Berry challenge. I love it. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe to my channel if you would like to. And I will see you all so soon. Bye, everybody.